Hello children. We now start with exercise 2.1. Question number 1. Identify with reason which of the following are Pythagorean triplets. First question 3, 5, 4. I have done few questions for you. The first one 3, 5, 4. So as we discussed before doing the exercise, we find the square of all these three numbers. 3 square is 9, 4 square 16, 5 square 25. Add the squares of the two smaller numbers out of the three. So that's 9 plus 16, which is 25. And therefore, it's a Pythagorean triplet. The second question, 4, 9, 12. 4 square 16, 9 square is 81. 12 square is 144. So when I add 16 plus 81, sum of the squares of the two smaller numbers, I don't get it equal to 144. It comes 97. And therefore, it's not a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, this is how you have to do it. I have done one more question, 11, 60, 61. So 11 square plus 60 square is equal to 61 square. It comes equal and therefore it's a Pythagorean triplet. Now in your exercise, there are few more questions. We have done 3. There are 3 more left to do. I think you will be able to solve it yourself. We go to question number 2. In figure 2.17, angle MNP equal to 90 degrees. Segment NQ is perpendicular to segment MP. MQ is equal to 9. QP is equal to 4. Find NQ. Now, if you remember, we had done theorem of geometric mean. So you have to use that property to do it. So NQ square is equal to MQ into QP. So that's 9 into 4, 36. Therefore, NQ is equal to 6. Okay. Now, question number 3. You are given a figure like this, PQR, which is right angled at P. You are given PM is equal to 10, QM is equal to 8. You have to find out what is QR. Now, according to the theorem of geometric mean, we know PM square is equal to QM into MR. 10 square is equal to 8 into MR. So 10 into 10 upon 8 gives you MR. When you solve, you get your answer 12.5. You are asked to find out QR, which is equal to QM plus MR. So that's 8 plus 12.5 and your answer is 20.5. Next, question number 4. Question number 4. See figure 2.19. Find RP and PS using the information given in the triangle. So you are given angle P is 30 degrees, angle S is 90. It follows that angle R will be 60 degrees. Now you have to use the property side opposite to 30 degrees is half of the hypotenuse. So side opposite to 30 degrees is RS, which is half of RP. RS is given to you as 6. Therefore, RP, when you cross multiply, you get 12. Now, PS is equal to the side opposite to 60 degrees. Therefore, it is root 3 by 2 times hypotenuse. Root 3 by 2 into 12. Answer will be 6 root 3. Therefore, RP equal to 12 and PS is equal to 6 root 3. Okay. So, that's question number 4. Now, question number 5 is an activity-based question. We'll discuss it. You will write it on your own. For finding AB and BC, with the help of the information given in the figure, complete the following activity. AB is equal to BC. What will you write in that box? It's given. So, write given in the box. Angle BAC is equal to, what will be the value of angle BAC? It will be 45 degrees because angle B is 90 degrees. The sides AB and BC are congruent. Therefore, the angles opposite to congruent sides have to be equal. Therefore, both those angles will be 45 degrees. So, you will write angle BAC equal to 45 degrees. AB equal to BC is equal to 1 by root 2 into AC. So, in the third box, you will write 1 upon root 2. Fourth box, again 1 upon root 2 into root 8. Now fifth box is again 1 upon root 2 into 2 root 2. Root 2 and root 2 gets cancelled, and therefore in your final answer, the last box, your answer will be 2. Okay, so that's question number 5. Question number 6. Find the side and perimeter of a square whose diagonal is 10 centimeter. So we have drawn a square whose side is, let's consider, a centimeter. The diagonal is 10 centimeter. So in triangle ABC, a square plus a square equal to 10 square. 2a square equal to 100. A square is 100 by 2, which is 50. You have to find the square root of 50, which is 5 root 2 centimeters. Another part of the question was to find the perimeter, which is 4 into side. 4 into 5 root 2, which is 20 root 2 centimeter. Write down the final answer. Side of the square is 5 root 2 centimeter and perimeter is 20 root 2 centimeter. Remember children, for all 3 mark questions, your final answer carries half a mark. So do remember to write down whatever is asked in your question once again at the end of your answer. Okay. Next we go to question number 7. Question number 7. In the figure, angle DFE equal to 90 degrees. FG is perpendicular to ED. GD is 8. FG is 12. You have to find these 3 things. Okay. Now, it's simple. Again, we have to use geometric theorem of geometric mean to solve it. Okay. So, how will we do this? We know FG square is equal to DG into GE. Now FG is 12. So 12 square is equal to 8 into GE. So 144 upon 8, EG, you get your answer 18. Okay. So you have EG equal to 18. Now the next 2 things we have to find out is FD and EF. Now if you look at the triangles, both of them are right angle triangles. You have to use Pythagoras theorem and solve it. So the first one in triangle EGF, EG square plus GF square equal to EF square. Substitute the given values. You get 468. You have to factorize it. I have shown the factorization on the right hand side. Now when I take the common factors, you get EF as 6 root 13. Same way for the other triangle. Apply Pythagoras theorem. Substitute the values that are given to you. You get 208 equal to DF square. Again factorize, take common values, your answer is 4 root 13, which is equal to DF. At the end, write down all 3 values. These are the 3 things which were asked. Write it down separately with all the 3 values and their answers. So that's question number 7. We go to question number 8. Find the diagonal of a rectangle whose length is 35 centimeter and breadth is 12 centimeter. Now, for question number 8, this is how it is. You have triangle ABC wherein BC is 35 centimeter, AB is 12 centimeter. Since it's a right angle triangle, you can use Pythagoras theorem, substitute the values, find the squares and the square root. You get the value of AC as 37 centimeter. Okay. Now question number 9 is like this. You have triangle PRQ, which is a right angle triangle. M is the midpoint of RQ. So that's why RM is given congruent to MQ. We have to prove PQ square is equal to 4PM square minus 3PR square. Now what we do is, you first consider triangle PRQ. It's a right angle triangle. Therefore, according to Pythagoras theorem, PQ square equal to PR square plus RQ square. Now RQ can be written as 2 times RM because M is a midpoint. So 2 times RM whole square because it's RQ square. Now when I write this, open up the brackets, I get PQ square equal to PR square plus 2RM square can be written as 4RM square when I square it. Now PQ square is equal to PR square plus 4 into, instead of RM square, I'll write it as PM square minus PR square. Why? You will consider the triangle PRM. It's a right angle triangle. If I use Pythagoras theorem, I get PR square plus RM square equal to PM square. So if I want RM square, I will take PR square to the other side, and so I get PM square minus PR square, which I will substitute in RM square's place. So I get PQ square equal to PR square plus 4, you will keep it out, and in place of RM square, I'll write it as PM square minus PR square. Children, I hope you have understood how I've written it. You have to consider triangle PRM and substitute the value for RM. Open the bracket, PQ square equal to PR square plus 4PM square minus 4PR square. You are multiplying 4 with both those terms. Now you have on the right hand side PR square minus 4PR square. 1 minus 4 is minus 3. Therefore, your final answer is PQ square equal to 4PM square minus 3PR square. And that's how we prove it. Okay. Question number 10. Question number 10. Walls of two buildings on either side of a street are parallel to each other. A ladder 5.8 meter long is placed on the street such that its top just reaches the window of a building at a height of 4 meters. On turning the ladder over to the other side of the street, its top touches the window of the other building at a height 4.2 meters. Find the width of the street. So the figure, we will draw it like this. See, AB and ED are the two buildings. The width between these two buildings is BD. Okay. AC is the ladder. The length of this ladder is 5.8 meters. And when I'm tilting it towards one building, which is the window of that building, which is at a height of 4 meters. So AB is 4 meters, AC is 5.8 meters. When I shift the ladder to the other side of the building, so see, CE is 5.8 now and ED is 4.2 meters. So the window is at point E, which is at a distance of 4.2 meters from the ground. All right, children, I hope the figure is clear to you. If not, read the question again and see the figure, it will be clear. All right. Now, if you look at both these figures, both these are right angle triangles. You're going to use Pythagoras theorem and find out BC and CD. Add it up, you get the width of the street. Now, I have solved it partially. You need to complete it. In triangle ABC, BC square will be AC square minus AB square. That's 5.8 the whole square minus 4 square. There are two ways to do it. You can either apply A square minus B square formula, A minus B into A plus B. Multiply 1.8 into 9.8, you will get your answer. Find the square root of it to get BC. This is one way to do it. Or you will find out what is 5.8 whole square. 4 square we know is 16. Subtract, find the square root. Both methods are correct. Next, in triangle CDE, same method. 5.8 square minus 4.2 whole square. You get your answer 16. Okay. So CD square equal to 16. That means CD is equal to 4. So like this, once you find out BC and CD, you will add both the values. You get your answer BD. So with this, we finish question number 10 of this exercise. So exercise 2.1 is done, children. There are few sums which you need to try out. You will write all these questions in your classwork. I hope you are following all these instructions and making a book properly and writing down whatever I'm telling you. So when you begin with this chapter, you will write down all the theorems that I told you in the beginning and then complete exercise 2.1. Okay, that's it. Thank you, children.